As we all know, the Resident Evil 7 demo, The Beginning Hour, has been exclusive to the PS4 ever since we had that big reveal at E3 this year. Now, Capcom did say that the demo would eventually come to PC at some point, but didn't deign to give us a date at that time. However, not only now do we have a release date for the demo, we have the system specs for the game as well. Now, I say for the game because, well, the game is out in January, so while the specs may change, it's a fairly safe assumption they're not going to change drastically in the, well, just 2 months-ish between now and the actual game releasing. The demo does release on December the 19th. It's going to have a bunch of PC-specific options, of course, as you would expect. So I'm really happy to finally getting to dive into the demo in a few weeks. Of course, it's going to be the whole demo. The PS4 one just got a huge update, so it's pretty much going to be everything that's already been out on PS4, but still going to be fun. But let's move swiftly on to the minimum and recommended specs, shall we, as we have the OS being 7, 8, 8.1 or 10. Hardly anything surprising there. CPU-wise, however, you'll need an Intel Core i5-4460 at 2.7 GHz or an AMD FX 6300. For RAM, you'll need 8 gigs, and for the graphics cards, you'll need a GTX 760 or AMD Radeon R7 260X. It's going to be DX11. Now, they do helpfully say that these specs offer 1080p 30 players, and also recommend that if you have issues, you'll have to either lower texture or set streaming textures to off in order to optimize performance. So if you have issues with these recommended specs, then you do have to do that to get some more performance out of it. Now, the next upcoming specs are for 1080p 60. It's very helpful that they've actually clarified what minimum recommended actually mean. That's always helpful when they do that. But we have the same OSs, of course. However, for the CPU, you'll need an Intel Core i7-3770 at 3.4 GHz or AMD equivalent. Unfortunately, they do not supply an AMD equivalent on that one, but hey ho. Still 8 gigs of RAM, no jump there, which is a little bit of a surprise. Normally we see a jump to 16 there. However, we do see a significant jump in the graphics card required in the form of a GTX 960 or R9 280X. So there you have it. Pretty hefty specs for the recommended. I mean, the CPU wise especially is pretty hefty, but yeah, I suppose it shouldn't be too surprising for a modern game to be demanding on the recommended, even if it, Resident Evil 7 looks good from what I've seen, but I've yet to see anything that makes it look like it's going to be like Crysis level graphics or anything, but I guess we'll see. Those are the specs for the demo. Personally, I can't wait to get stuck into this demo. Haven't really been playing it because Paul's had reign over the PS4 and Pro, doing various comparisons over the past couple of weeks and other stuff before that, so I haven't had a chance to play it really. So I'm pretty excited that it's coming to PC finally in a couple of weeks. And you can probably expect some content on not only the demo, but the full game as well from myself. So, that's me done for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.